Hello, my name is David Satchell, and today I would like to discuss the Great Depression for Dr. Turk's macroeconomics class. The Great Depression was one of the worst financial crises in U.S. history besides the Great Recession that happened in 2008. The Great Depression led to millions of people losing their jobs without having a sustainable income to support the family and their friends. The main cause of the Great Depression that I believe that really ignited the depression was that the stock market crash of 1929. The stock market crash of 1929 happened on Black Tuesday on October 29th, 1929. Stockholders lost $40 billion, and which was missing. And then around 1930, the year after that, the stock market rised a little bit, but it wasn't enough to get out the U.S. out of the bailout. So that's what really led us to the depression, because the money that was lost during the stock market crash, we were getting some of it, but we couldn't get all the money back for everyone. So a lot of people lost their jobs, and factories were going out of business. And also during the Great Depression, the people that took out loans to pay for their houses or their cars or just make simple payments didn't have the money to pay the credit companies back, and that which led to many houses being foreclosed, and which led to many people going homeless and living on the streets. And I think the Great Depression plays a big part in macroeconomics is because that we use the Great Depression as a tool to monitor our economy to make sure that we don't make the same mistake twice. So I have an example for a graph for you, which deals with the workers. We all know the Great Depression put a lot of people out of businesses, and I'm going to illustrate a graph just to show you what the Great Depression actually did from a grammatical standpoint, graphical standpoint. I mean to say, I'm going to use a typical supply and demand curve, supply and demand graph, to discuss about the workers, demand of workers, and supply of the companies. We all know that a lot of people during the Great Depression, a lot of people didn't have money, so a lot of businesses, doctors, lawyers didn't spend any money on goods, which slowed down supply production in companies. So as you can see, it shifts to the left. But then after the supply, after the company supply diminished, that led for demand. That led for demand. That led for demand of workers to go down. So as you can see, I set the demand of workers at equilibrium, that companies have an equal amount of workers to actually build the products. So then when the stock market crash happened and the Great Depression started to be in full circle, a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their jobs, which they didn't have enough money to pay for just typical goods and services. So the supply of the companies went down. And as the supply of companies went down, the demand for workers went down, as you can see. I set in the middle the demand for workers at equilibrium, and I'm going to draw a graph which shifts to the right, which shows the decrease in demand of workers, which right here led to the Great Depression, and which led to a lot of workers not which led to a lot of workers not making enough money to support their family and their friends. So this is my blog about the Great Depression. I hope you enjoyed it, and here's a graph to illustrate my viewpoint. Thank you for your time, and you have a nice day.